नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सखगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर्गोविंद सर्वकारण कारणम्। Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest and topmost knowledge, Pavitram Uttamam. Now we are studying in the third chapter. Krishna is teaching us the importance of yajna because Krishna is there, situated there in this yajna. In every yajna. Nityam yajne pratishthitam. Nityam sarvagatam brahman. Nityam yajne pratishthitam. So all pervading supreme person is always situated in this yajna. That's what nityam. Nityam means always. Sarvagatam means all pervading. That's what we need to understand. So when we perform all the activities as yajna, then we are always connected with Krishna. And we already studied in this third chapter that yajna was created along with us, when our bodies were created. Saha yajna prajaha srishtva. So, Puravacha Prajapati. So, Prajapati, when he created this Prajaga, along with the Prajaga, Yajna, the Yajnas also were created along with it. This is like user manual. When we buy any product, it comes with the user manual. So, that will tell us how to use that product, how to operate it. If we don't follow the instructions given in that user manual, then we are going to damage that product, and that's not going to be working the way it is designed. So like that, our body is a machine, and when we are taking birth, we are buying a machine, new machine, like a body. Like we go to the dealers and shop and get car, or buy a lot of appliances. We use it at home, maybe washing machine or a lot of air conditioning units. So many machines are there. So like that, this body is a machine. It's an yantra, that's it. And we are getting this yantra, we got this body, and then we need to know how to use it. That user manual is this yajnas. And this Bhagavad Gita is the user manual. Because in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us how to act. Because yajnaga karma samudbhavaga. So yajna is produced from karma. And that karma is given from the Vedas. Karma brahmodbhavam vitti. So basically, it is from this Bhagavad Gita. For us, Vedas means this Bhagavad Gita only. Definitely at this age, there is no point in for us to go try to understand the different Vedas. Because I have been repeating this very often, that Vedasya sarver aham eva vedyo. So for all the Vedas, we need to only know Krishna. And anyone who understands the purpose of Vedas, he knows the Vedas. Yavan artaga udapane sarvataga samplutodake tavan sarvesu vedesu brahmanasya vijanata. So we just understand the purpose of this Bhagavad Gita, we understand the purpose of life, and we know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we know very well Krishna is everything. So all these things, knowledge, how we are getting? We are getting from this Bhagavad Gita. So that way, this Bhagavad Gita is the training, is the user manual for us. That's it. So this body is there, which is a machine. And Bhagavad Gita is the user manual, which teaches us how to do everything for Krishna. That's what is called yajna. How to perform all our activities only for Krishna, only as an offering unto Krishna. If we deviate from that means if we are misusing. So misusing means even starting with maintaining our body. See, one thing is that maintaining that machine, and another thing is that using that machine for the purpose it is designed for. So maintaining that machine, that means maintaining this body, means we should sleep enough, eat enough, don't eat too much, don't eat too little, don't sleep too much, don't sleep too little, and regulate all the activities of our body. And Krishna said that yuktahara viharasya yuktachestasya karmasu yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. So that means maintaining, regulating all the, any machine, if you make it to work continuously, it will fail soon. It will fail very fast. Or if you don't use that at all also, it will also fail very soon. Anything. If you don't use it at all, any machine, you buy new machine, just don't use it, it will fail. And if you abuse it, that means overusing it, then also it will fail quickly. So, but if you properly oil them, maintain them, operate it as per the requirements given in the user manual, then you can extend its life for a very long time. It will operate very smoothly. So this body is a machine. Of course, it's a machine. Pump. Heart is a pump. Many machines, they have pump. Even if you take car also, there are a lot of pumps are there. So, like everything is basically any machine you take. So then there is a circulatory system is there. A lot of things are circulating. Maybe the coolant fluid, radiant fluid, a lot of other things are all circulating. So like that, or even the engine oil, everything. So in our body also, it has got different circulatory systems are there. Like there is a separate system for the blood and separate system for the lymph, the fluids, collecting the fluids and purifying them, like kidney system, for example. separate system for purifying the blood, and separate system for supplying oxygen to different parts of the body. So I'm going too much deeper into the scientific aspects of our body. Of course, it's our body, it's very well known. But in order to maintain that, we need to make sure that the flow path of the blood, it should not be clogged. And so that way, we should eat well and exercise well and sleep well. So regulate. That's what Krishna said, that na ati asnatastu yogosti na chaikanta manasnataga na cha ati swapna silasya jagrato naiva char. So one should not eat too much, it should not eat too little, one should not sleep too much, one should not sleep too little. And also the type of food what we eat is also very important. Katvamila lavana ati usna tiksna ruksha vidakinaga aharaga rajasasya ishtaga dukkha sokamaya pradaga. So if we are in the mode of Rajoguna, then we will like the food that are Katva, Amila, so that is bitter and sour, Lavana, very salty, Ativushna means very hot, Katva, Amila, Lavana, Ativushna, Tiksna, Ruksha, so Tiksna, burnt, Ruksha, dry, Vidahina, very burning. So that kind of food, people in the mode of Rajoguna, they will like it. So if anyone likes this kind of food and they eat, means they are in Rajoguna at that point of time, no doubt about it. But the problem is that these foods, aharaga, rajasasya ishtaga, so, but dukkha sokha maya pradaha, it will make our life very miserable. It brings distress, misery and disease. Dukkha sokha maya pradaha. So we should know what to eat. Food in the mode of goodness. Ayuga, Sattva, Bala, Arogya, Sukhapriti, Vivardhanaga, Rasyaga, Snigdaga, Stiraga, Kridayaga, Aharaga, Satvika Priyaha. So that kind of food we need to eat. Very juicy. It increases the duration of life. It purifies one's existence. Ayuga, Sattva, it gives strength, health, happiness, satisfaction. Krishna is teaching us so nicely. So there are food which gives happiness, which gives satisfaction. It increases the duration of our life. Ayu, Sattva, Bala, Arogya, Sukha, Priti, Vivardhana. So that kind of food we should take. Then our life, this mission can be maintained very well. So that way, all our activities should be regulated, and we need to properly maintain this mission. A lot of ways, like yogasana is also very important. That's also yajna. Krishna teaches in the 4th chapter when we study. When we do yogasana, that is yajna. When we do pranayama, that is yajna. Prani, juhvati, apani, juhvati, pranam, pranapanam, gati, rutva. Krishna is saying that apani, juhvati, pranam. So all those things. So pranayama, parayanaga. Pranapani, gati, rutva, pranayama, parayanaga. Apare niyattaharaga. So all those things Krishna is teaching. So doing everyday pranayama, doing everyday yogasana, studying every day this Bhagavad Gita, and preparing and offering prasadam to Krishna every time, and always associating with the devotees. So everything is part of yajna. All these things are called yajna. And then when we do everything for Krishna like this, Krishna is going to give us a lot. Krishna takes care of his devotees very well, extremely well. His devotees will not struggle for daily bread, struggle for survival. In fact, they will be the fittest to survive. So that way, all our needs will get fulfilled automatically, because everything is coming from Krishna. So why do we need to struggle to get something? Because everything is coming from Krishna, and he is going to give us much more than what we need. When we are doing this yajna, everything we perform as yajna, only as an offering unto Krishna. Then we need to use them, all the resources, facilities, what we get it, and give it as dana, charity, do all kinds of charitable work. And in the name of Krishna. That's what is very important. Krishna's name should be mentioned. Because it's coming from Krishna, so Krishna's name should be mentioned. That's very important. We should not hesitate to mention the name of Krishna. In the name of secularism, we should not be doing plagiarism. That's what is very important. So in the name of secularism, we should not do plagiarism. Because Krishna is giving us, Krishna is doing everything, and He is the Supreme Lord. So we have to boldly mention Krishna's name and do the dana, do all kinds of charitable work in the name of Krishna. And of course, when we love Krishna so much, we will do all kinds of tapasyas, austerities. Not by hurting. Tapasya means not by hurting our body. That kind of tapasya is in the mode of ignorance. And already in the 17th chapter, Krishna is in fact teaching us even very clearly yajna, dana, tapa, all these activities in the three modes of material nature. So we should not be doing all these things in the mode of rajoguna or tamoguna. For example, if you are giving dana, charity, you should not go and give it to the person who doesn't need, useless charity. It's right time, right place, to the right person. It's very important. Three things. When you want to do charity, it should be at the right time and right place to the right person. That is in the mode of goodness. If you give it to the wrong person at the wrong time at the wrong place, that's a problem. That's not charity. So that's not austerity. So Krishna is explaining those things very, very clearly. 17th chapter, one should study and understand. And even this tapa, like for the body, for the mind, for the speech, everything Krishna is teaching it so clear. So we should know very well and follow that. That's what is very important. So we got the opportunity. We just need this only one manual. As I said earlier, this Bhagavad Gita. This is teaching us how to live, how to use our body, the mission, what to do with our body, how to live. So very clearly Krishna is teaching us. So we just have to follow all the instructions given by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita and do everything as an offering unto Krishna. So that way, without getting disturbed by anything in this material world, we should have complete attachment only on Krishna. So then our life will be full of bliss and all miseries will be gone. That is the way of life. That should be the way of our life. So then things will all fall in shape, will all fall in place. We don't have to struggle to achieve them. So when Krishna's mercy is there, all problems will be solved. Now by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are successfully studying in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So what we are studying by Krishna's mercy in the 3rd chapter. एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रं नानुवर्तयतीह यः अगायुरिन्द्रियारामो मोहं पार्थ सजीवति. एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रं नानुवर्तयतीह यः Agayur indriyaramo moham partha sajivati. So what is the chakram? Chakram is the cycle. That's what we studied. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyat anna sambhavaga yajnat bhavati parjanyo yajnaga karma samudbhavaga. Karma brahmodbhavam viddhi brahmakshara samudbhavam tasmat sarvagatam brahma nityam yajne pratisthita. So there is a cycle. So Brahman, Krishna, the Supreme Lord, is always situated in yajna. But that yajna depends upon the karma what we do. So that way we have to follow this cycle that Krishna will get pleased with our yajna and give us what we need, and we need to do more yajna to please Krishna. Keep on pleasing. That's what Devan bhavayatani na te deva bhavayantuvaga parashparam bhavayantaga sheyaga param avapsa. So parasparam bhavayantaga. That's what is very important. Parasparam means it should be two-way. It should not be one way. So Krishna only loving us so much. He loves us so much without any condition. But if we don't give back, we don't show our love back to Krishna, then that cycle is not fulfilled. We are breaking that cycle. So then our life will be full of miseries. Moham Partha, our life will be full of sins and full of miseries. My dear Arjuna, one who does not follow in human life the cycle of sacrifice thus established by the Vedas certainly leads a life full of sin. Living only for the satisfaction of the senses, such a person lives in vain. So just trying to enjoy this material sense objects is simply waste of time. It's only bringing a lot of problems. It's not enjoying, we are suffering. When we do that for Krishna, it's a very important sloka. Yastvatmaratirevasyad atmatriptascha manavaga atmanyeva cha santushtas tasya karyam na vidyate. Atma Rati. So one who is taking pleasure in the self, happiness in the self, Atma Rati. That's what Atma Rati. Atma Tripti, one who is satisfied within the self, Tripti. That's what Atma Tripti. Atma Rati, Atma Tripti. And Atmanyevacha Santustaham. So, one who is finding happiness again within the self, santusta, self perfectly satiate. All are same. Atmarati, Atma Trupti, Atma Santushta. For such a person, there is no duty to do. Tasya karyam na vidya. It's very important. We are not forced to act here because we are focused on material sense objects. We are trying to find happiness from externally. Bhagya sparsesu. So bhagya sparsesu asaktatma. We should not be attached to external material sense enjoyment. If you find happiness within the self, vindadi atmani yat sukam. So then sa brahma yoga yuktatma sukam akshayam ashnute. We will be able to achieve unlimited happiness. So in that case, we don't have to do any activity. There is no karya. But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated, for him there is no duty. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing then. Naivatasya kritenartho na kriteneha kasyana na chasya sarvabhuteshu kaschidartha vyapashrayaga. And we are not answerable to anyone. There is no reason for us to satisfy anyone else also. When we are trying to find happiness and satisfaction within ourselves, then there won't be any reason for us to satisfy anyone else. Only from external, if we are focused on external material sense enjoyment, then we want to go and try to please others. to get what we want. But when we are fully satisfied with what we have, with Krishna's mercy, always remembering Krishna, then we are not answerable to anyone at any point of time. Nachayasya sarvabhutesu kaschidatta vyapashaya. A self-realized man has no purpose to fulfill in the discharge of his prescribed duties, nor has he any reason not to perform such work. So when we want to do something or don't want to do something, it's our wish. Nothing is forcing us. We are not under the control of the modes of nature. So nor has he any need to depend on any other living being. So that's why we should always depend on Krishna. So Krishna's causeless mercy. Now we finished 18 slokas in the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we will continue again from tomorrow. Hare Krishna.